Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Railroad Corporation 2, the sequel to... I don't know what it was called. Anyway, I played the heck out of the first game and rather enjoyed it. In terms of, does it offer anything fresh and new and interesting? Not especially, but you know what? It's a Railroad Corporation game building kind of deal. And what's wrong with that? Nothing. That's what's wrong with that. I'm going to play the campaign. I'm going to go with a bit of Northern Subjugation. Because I do. I'll keep it on normal, yeah. And then you get to choose your character. And obviously, whatever colour you fancy there. Northern Railroads, I don't think that's my name. No, we are Peninsula Transport. Because of course we are. And we'll be sporting the green here. You pick a CEO, and each of the CEOs have a different advantage conferred onto them. You could go for Robert Green if you don't fancy any bonuses or penalties. Well, I've chosen green, so let's go green. Right. We're kicking off in the lovely town of Gulfport, which is lovely, and we're all in the snow here. It's a dreadful day, but we supply grain. Okie dokie. Tells me to build a station. I will build a station. But I won't make the same mistake I did when I played through just to get a feel for the thing. What did I do when I... I'll show you. Right, well, okay. I've got it paused right now. But we whack up a station. Build a station. Now, when I played through this before, yeah, I built my station here. And you kind of go, brilliant. And you kind of go, yeah, but that means your track has to run through this grain field. And you kind of go, well, that's only 80 grand. That's not the end of the world. You're going to go, yeah, but that's the thing you're actually supplying to people. So maybe don't. Yeah, so learn from my own experience. We'll bang this in here. Yeah, super. Right, one-time station. Unpause, and then it'll tell me to do something else. Go find somewhere that wants it. Yeah, I will. Now, the quickest way to do that is if you hit this, and then you go, who wants grain then? Yeah. Red grain, we want it. Green grain, we supply it. Got it? Yeah, pretty straightforward. Now then, what have we got nearby? What we have is Temecula look like they want a bit of grain, and in exchange they will sell me some booze. Well, yeah, it's close by. We do want booze. There's booze on our demands list. Yeah. Well, do you want to do Temecula? It means you've got to put in a big bridge. I don't really want to put in a big bridge just yet. Alright, well, other options. Novato up here. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit... The one thing I can't quite make out, because this is your biggest angle, right? And therefore, you can't necessarily get a complete feel for what the land elevation is doing. I have poked a few buttons. I don't necessarily claim to have poked all the buttons, but I've poked a few buttons, and I don't seem to be able to find an elevation or a relief map that kind of shows the difference in elevation. So sometimes you end up building massively uphill without really realising it. Anyway, we need a station here. We're going to go with Novato. Hold on, we'll be bringing back Flour. Okay, is Flour something that we can make use of here? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we want Flour. I mean, there's nothing to stop me hitting Temecula and getting the booze on the go as well. But I want something else to start with, and I want a slightly longer run. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, just thinking onwards from here. Well, you've got multiple options, but I think we'll go with this way. Stick it in there. So anywhere within this blue dotted, dashed, whatever you want to call it, radius, it means you're within the catchment area for the town itself. Right, job is a good one. Connect them. Yeah, I will. I'll connect them right now. Now, the track building system is pretty good. Yeah, and I remember that from the original as well. The original was pretty good. I'm fairly certain we're in kilometres an hour here. So, I mean, it's highly unlikely in 1870 that I'm going to be pushing 240 miles per hour. It's highly unlikely I'm going to be pushing 240 kilometres an hour, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. Right. Small chunks, keep the speed, look for tweaks to the environment. Building embankments or gullies or bridges all add to the overall cost of the beast. How far are we going here? Yeah, okay, curving about there. Alright, All right. Yeah. Now, you plan out your rails in this, one plunk at a time fashion, but if you don't fancy that, you can hit this and hit no, cancel that. But, no, don't fancy cancelling that. We're up to 74 grand at the moment. Okay, well, I mean, it costs what it costs. There we go, and slap it in there. Kaboom. Confirm. Done deal. Right, super. Now, build yourself and train. Set up a depot, and then build a train. So first thing, add a new facility, add the depot. Yeah, none of this is cheap, but I mean, it's yes, mate. I've done this. You don't need to tell me, but it's okay. He's being helpful, bless him. Right, buy a locomotive, and we're going to buy the and because that's the only one we've got to play with. We buy that. Yeah, I'm with you. So we add our own station, and then we go. I want some grain, and we'll keep going. You've got your cargo mass and the max mass that you can cargo, which I think is going to be 4. Yeah, it's 4. And then I want to unload flour. 1, 2, and I don't know what the conversion rate is. We'll just say 2 for the moment, and then I'll tweak. And then add another station, and that will be Novato, where we will unload 4 of those and load 2 of these. I have a suspicion it will be a 2 flour make 1. No, 2 wheat make 1 doodah. Right, demands this. It's 3 to 2. Oh, yeah. Okay, all right, fine. Yeah, no, be awkward. See if I care. It's fine. No, we'll just leave some flour building up, and then there's never any waiting around for additional flour. Anyway, when you're done, you hit apply, and you get a choo-choo train. Allegedly. Let's spin it on down here. Now, the way the economy works in this is you buy the resources that you want to load onto your train, and then you sell them at the other end. But obviously, you make a nice return on investment as a result of doing so. Now, at the moment, because I'm playing as green, I get this naff-looking green paint job on the roof of my train. I'm not a fan, no. But it is what it is, because the game is designed to be multiplayer, which means that I imagine in subsequent missions, I will be encountering AI personages who want nothing more than to put me out of business. Well, I can forget that, because I am the railroad mogul, and this is my mogulish corporation. And so they can get knotted. Yeah, we're going up here. Have we had enough for watching this right now? I mean, it's nice enough. Yeah, I'll give you another 3 seconds. Yeah, nice. Look at that tree. Nice, magic. Alright, and here we are, pulling now into Novato. Our 4 wagons of profitable goodness will unload. And wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Show me the money. Come on. There you go, 11 grand to go. And it was less than that. Yeah, so we made some good change there. That's most pleasing. Now, interesting note about stations is they're all these brick-covered doodahs, which means when you've got multiple trains, many can enter one line. It's weird, but there you are. What happens to the trains inside? Do they disapparate before then apparating? It's anybody's ruddy guess. But that's how it works, and so that's how it is. So the next thing to do, because we're in no way hitting up as much... Hold on, let's make sure we're actually pulling out with flour on board. Yeah, otherwise I will have got things wrong. There we go. Look, you're making stuff now. Right, and on subsequent journeys there will be a surplus because the flour will have already been made. Yeah, almost done, almost there, almost got it. I imagine I've got 1 on board already. There we go, there's 2 flour. Load them up. Choo-choo, yeah, 30 grand for flour, flipping heck. I gave you the raw material. Well, they did pay for the raw materials. Yeah, all right, I'll let them off. So then we head back the other way. Meanwhile, down at the other end, we will note that our grain field is fully stocked. So we can easily support a second train And so obviously we're going to set up a second train. Now, the first thing to do is to set ourselves a passing track. I'm gonna do it the long form way. What I would actually do if I were playing this in a way that wasn't just demonstrating me playing this is I would go straight for a second platform. But we'll build a passing track for the moment. Now, by holding down Alt, it will snap directly to the track that's there already. We like that. That's good. In fact, you can hold Control and make it do stuff. You can hold other things and make it do other things. But I have no interest in holding any of those things. So I'm going to double track pretty much all the way along, apart from the ends, where I'll junction off. Yeah, confirm that. 75 grand. Expensive, but ultimately worth it. And then in order to set these up correctly, we'll bang some signals on. Signals do pretty much exactly what you'd expect. They are not block signals. They are path signals. For those of you who care about path signals, that's what you've got here. Moreover, when a train passes a junction, it will free that path. That's the big difference. It will free that path up. Ultimately, it's a little bit simpler rather than working with block signals. But you know what? Simple can be fun too. Yeah, there's no crisis to that. Particularly when a station can have any number of trains in it at a given moment. And you kind of go, well, that's a bit odd. And you go, yeah, I'm with you. It is. Yeah, a bit odd. Where's my train? It's out there. Right, good. I can set the other signals up. So you are that one. Yeah. Okay. Right. Why so many signals? Because I plan on putting more trains on here. Yeah. Which way have you got the camera facing? It's anybody's guess. But I'm a professional at twizzling the camera around, so it's going to work out just fine. And then one there. Okay. Semaphore must be placed on track. I'm not trying to place another semaphore. You're fine. Right. There we go. That will now support a multitude of train. So I will get an additional couple running by a locomotive. Yep. Buy one of those. Yep. There's probably a button on the existing train that says clone this bad boy, but I'm not going to use that button. I'm just going to set it back up again myself because, you know, sometimes the long form is the way to go. And then at the other end, we want to grab... No, you're unloading that, you're loading this. Yeah. Add a station. No Varto. Yep. Add. You want to load a pair of these and unload a quad of those. Alright, splendid. Hit it. Okay, right, that's got that going. Alright, and now that will make me money. Hooray, I've won the game. Well, no, you haven't won anything yet. Give it time. Yeah. So now we do make money and expand. I'm going to do some make money and expand. Right, spookily, I've had a mission pop up, and that is that someone wants me to help get Novato's flour mill running. Obviously, the someone in question hasn't noticed that I've already done that. So, you know, that's on them. I've now got to sell £1.5 million worth of flour. Well, okay. Yeah, that's fine. No, I'm doing it. We've got £500,000 in the bank. Everything is rolling. And I've got 3 trains whipping it up back and forth between these two. I didn't see how much that flour got me. All right, well, we'll judge off the next one. So T1's going to kick it back up the road. T2 will come to an abrupt halt there. Yeah, the braking on these locos is fantastic. And T2's going to come in. I need to see how much I'm making from the flour, because flour's costing me 30 grand to go. I mean, I assume that it's a good return on investment. So look, our survey's at 38. Well, it's not brilliant, is it? No. But you know what? It'll suffice. And, you know, number goes up. Well, I'm a big fan of number goes up. There you go. There's T3 waiting to come in. Now, if I've got double track going into there, it means that all the trains can come in at once, wait, and then dispatch as soon as they're ready to go. Yeah. What's this social land business? Well, I'm very pleased you asked. Now's as good a time as any. We're not going to be messing with it. What you can do here is you can buy the land and then plonk a thing on it. When I did my little test run, I bought the land, I bought a bank, and the bank produced absolutely nothing. I don't think it works yet. And the reason for that is I also bought it was lumber that I was working with on my test run. I also brought... the locomotive is broken. Alright, yeah, I'll get to that. Hang on. Matey Boy's supposed to have told me to build a repair depot. Oh, well. Yeah, no, I bought this, and I went, yeah, super. And then it stopped producing. And I went, well, start producing again. And it just wouldn't. It would not start producing once I owned it. So I don't think that works yet. There's a couple of features. This is a very late build of the game, and there are a couple of features that have been told, oh, you want a repair facility? Good. Could have told me that 5 minutes ago, you git. Yeah, there are a couple of features that says this hasn't been introduced yet, so I can't adequately judge whether or not it's a brilliant feature or not. But it feels like it might be. Yeah. Set up my repair facility. Now, with repair shops, your trains will use them automatically. Have we got a bit of a stack up going on down here? Yeah, we have. Yeah, you've broken down. Now, with these, with the trains, you can go, what's the minimum maintenance that you're allowed to continue running? Initially, when the train is below its maintenance target, it will lose pulling power, it will lose speed. But as you saw, when that one had completely lost all ability to rationally do anything at all, then it just stops, and you've got to wait till it's fixed. Cute is setting train priority. Yeah. And we're going to need more trains and more destinations in order to make that a thing that is worth having. Right, we've made a bit of progress. It's now suggesting I build a bakery. Well, okay. And then sell that bread to other places. So first off, I need to buy this social land. Done deal. There you go, 10 grand. This one's now mine. Lovely. And then I'm going to stick a bakery on it. Well, okay then. And yeah, that's going to cost that much. I better see some ROI on this bad boy, or else. And that gives me the effect of stimulating the consumption of flour. There was already consumption of flour, though. I'm just saying. Yeah. Is that not making me bread? Because there's bread. That's a bakery. Why is that not turning into this? Yeah, riddle me that. Well, I don't know. I imagine it will tell me eventually at some point. What do we got? Right, well, I've double tracked up into Gulfport? Whatever it's called. Gulfport, yeah. We've then built, oh yeah, this exciting looking spur that heads out to Temecula. Now, Temecula's quite merrily buying grain off me at the moment, but it won't do anything with it until I supply them with glass, and then they will make booze. Yeah, there's me not noticing that I needed all of that caper. Oh well, that's alright, it's fine, it can be fixed. Because out here in Davenport, you've got quartz. We grab quartz, we take it to Wichita Falls. And Wichita Falls will turn the quartz with some coal into glass. We take the glass from Wichita Falls back to Temecula and it makes booze. The downside to all of this is that each one of these trips is a one job only. As in, you know, you're not picking anything up to go the other way. So the best thing to do is going to be to build a loop. So I've got T4 here that's just running grain out there right now. So we could do... I mean, it's a big track build. I'm not going to be able to afford it quickly. Think it through. I'm thinking it through. Yeah, you could leave that just doing grain for booze coming back the other way. Yeah, but you see, then you've not solved your, oh, I'm running empty problem. Because you also need coal. Oh, yeah, where am I going to get that from? Coal mine. Oh, well, thanks. I mean, you've got Clearwater that does quartz as well, but you've still got to take it to Wichita Falls in order to turn it into anything flipping useful. Who's got coal then? Let's have a look. Everyone. No, that's demand for coal. Oh, hold on, you've got this place up here, which is semi-local. Shawnee. You could do a big, nice coal run from Shawnee to Wichita. And back again. You'll be running empty on the way back. Yeah. Right, and then a separate train, or you could go Shawnee, Wichita, Davenport, Wichita, Temecula, Shawnee, and you could possibly run more than one train. Yeah. Would that be more effective than running a single train on each hop? So Shawnee to Davenport and back again over and over. No, Shawnee to Wichita and back again. Using the single train approach means you will always have the right amount of resource in the locale in which you're heading. Yeah. Okay, right. Well, look, I'm going to go and get that built, and then I'll tell you how I built it after I've built it. Right, this is exciting. Yeah, because I've built the most ludicrous route you're ever going to come across. Still, good times. We're heading out to Shawnee at the moment to pick up some coal. I'm running at high speed because we're going quite along. Oh yeah. That was a track going across two other tracks there. I've built ugly, friends, and I'm not ashamed of it. No, then why call it ugly? Because I'm not ashamed of it. Right, when we hit Shawnee, we're going to load up with 7 wagon loads of coal. We'll then head back to Wichita Falls, which has already got crystal in stock. Not enough of it. Not enough of it. Oh, buttocks. Yeah, well, I know. Hold on. No. I think it's 2. I think it works on a 2-to-1 ratio. I'll have a look at that, but this should work. Anyway, there we go. Got a massive load of coal aboard there. This will eat into my max speed, but we're well below the track max anyway, so that doesn't bother me too much. Let's zoom out a smidge. It occurs to me now, I did exactly the same thing playing the first Railway Corporation. I built junctions that have no right to exist. Because they are just so poorly... Look at this mess. So poorly conceived. But it's because the routing of trains is actually very, very forgiving. They'll just sit there at a signal, go, yeah, no, it's fine. They won't block each other too badly. It'll all work out. Anyway, we've got the coal here. We're making... Flipping heck. We're making money. Oh, yeah, and then some. Yeah, I'm chucking stuff all over the place. It's fabulous. Maybe that bread, the bakery is paying off. Maybe. I mean, we'd have to go and look to find out, but we'll do that in a minute. Right, after we've been to Wichita, we're going to head to Temecula with the glass that we've made. And with that glass, we shall make booze. Because everyone knows you grind glass down and turns into booze. Obviously, if you're unaware of the manufacturing processes of booze, that is not how you do it at all. Don't grind glass down and try and drink it. It will end poorly for you. No, that's the bottles that the booze go into. So we now have to wait. Oh, no, we can get the recipe at least. No, 1 and 1 makes 3. Because of course it does. Of course it does. It'll be fine. No, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. We'll get the right amount out of here. We'll buy this, and then we'll Temec our way out to Temecula. There we go. Right, full load. 6 glass hoppers, wagons, containers, hopper wagon containers. All just sat there, lovely and smiley, and the rest of it. We're going to go back through Insanity Junction and then make our way down to Temecula, where we will end up with some fine distilled grain-based alcohols. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. You let him through, and then we toddle off. Our go. Yeah. I want to start... I want to hook up. Novato now wants pottery. And one Novato can whistle. I don't do anything with pottery. I don't know, could you make it out of quartz? Probably not. No, I want to muck around with the priority system. Because I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work. Which is exciting. Go on, you've got a green signal, son. What's the problem? What's your issue? Come on, trot on. There you go. Now, there is I mean, this next bit of track is very badly set up, because I've got the grain train coming in from Gulfport, and I've not set this up with passing tracks, because you've got this one ruddy, enormous, very long bridge. You'd like to see the ruddy, enormous, very long bridge. Okay, I'm quite happy to oblige you with that. There you go. What does that thing mean at the top? It means you're on a bridge and therefore your speed restricted to 20. I could go and invest a ton of cash into upgrading the bridge so that the speed restriction is lifted, or at least lifted partially. Right, we're in here. That will make you some dosh. Dosh me. 20 grand a go. Oh, don't mind if I do. Right, and that'll start pumping out some whiskey. Yep. Whiskey is, as you say, being pumped out. Now, I could have the grain train pick the whiskey up. And just wait there until it's got whiskey. It's going to be sat there a long time. Yeah, what's the ratio on this one? 2 grain plus 1 glass. Yeah, no, see, I don't think that's going to cut it. Now, I can only take 4 bottles of whiskey, well, 4 container loads of whiskey back with me, which hopefully means there'll be some being made while I'm away. No, dream on. All right, I'll continue dreaming. No, there's 2 left. So eventually there'll be a surplus there that I can possibly sell to other places. So we're now heading to Gulfport to flog this, and this better be worth a lot of money. I mean, that said, this train is making good cash, just very slowly. It would be worth my while duplicating it 2-3 times in order to maximise the amount. Look at this idiocy. Yeah, you know what you want there? Roundabout. You want a roundabout in there? Oh, I do. Or maybe some kind of under-over flyover system. Oh yeah, all those things, and possibly others too. All right, I'll take it into consideration. How's my bakery that I paid top dollar for? Do you really want to know? I think it's just increased demand. There you go, 82 grand each. That's pumped me straight over the million. Oh baby, yeah, that's gone well. All right, smashing. Right, I will clone this train then, just once. Wait there. Do that. Hit copy. Yeah, and then start working at Gulfport. Well, that puts them back to back with one another. Yeah, so if you start at Shawnee, yeah, you could try that. This is going to break. Yeah, everything's going to break as a result of my having just done that, because I have not set this new stuff up in the slightest to work with multiple trains doing the journey. But who cares? Right, now, look, research. This is something that I've also been ticking along. We've got rated power. That's nice. Now, I've got 2 research lads at the moment, but they're stupid. Right now, they're thicky research lads. So we've got a nice quick one. There you go, rated power. Super. You do that. You assign these very serious-looking research lads. Hello? Yeah. And then you go, thump it. And it's real quick. It takes no time at all to do this stuff. One imagines that later on, things will be different, and you'll have more time to wait in between deploying your scientists and them actually coming up good. But there you go, that's that done. Now, if I upgrade the department, and the reason for doing so is I want the Patterson American here, but I need a level 2 scientist, and they won't work for me without a level 2 department. Peasants. Hit the upgrade. Done. All right, good. Back. Go to my head office. There you are. It turns out I was in the right place already. Here's my head office. Hire some staff. Joel Matthews. Look at him. Look. He hates everything about you. Yeah. The level of the department is too low. Oh, he's a level 3. No, give me a level 2. Come on, Theodore. Yeah. You're hired. Congratulations. I think that'll probably be enough employees for now. Another level 2 employee would be good, but we'll get over that. Go to the research department, and then let's get this on the go. Right, assign the scientists. Theodore, come on in. Calvin, yep, you come on in as well. And then Christoph, yeah, that's his name. 93 grand, 97 days. Oh well, that's much better. Yeah, and then we can have a tasteful train. I don't know what the tasteful train's going to be useful for, but I'll use it on whatever I flipping well like. And that'll be nice. Now, we could start hauling mail and passengers, or mail passengers, or passenger mail. We could do all of those things, but we're not ready yet. No, not at the current time. Okay, you, T6, otherwise known as the T stands for trouble. You're going out to... No, you're going out to Wichita. Yeah, where there should be enough silky crystal waiting for you. 1. But there is 15 glass. Sure, yeah, okay, that's lots of glass, that's plenty. That's absolutely loads of glass waiting for me there, so that's going to work. Badly, but it'll work anyway. Yeah. Alright, you know what we should do? Oh, you know what else? What? Novato now does passengers. Okay. Yeah. It's because I've been pumping enough stuff out there that Novato will now take passenger services. Look at that. What an absolute state. Yeah. Look at the state of it. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. I'm not going to do passengers just yet until somewhere else wants my passenger fury. Alright, what do you make? You make paper. Well, good for you. You just do coal. Right. Fort Lauderdale out here. You'll do quartz. Don't care about quartz. You do glass. Don't care about glass. Norman, however, does want grain. Then you've got Erie here, which is lumber. No, it provides lumber. Okay. Yeah, and then Salinas up here. Oh, this could be your passenger run. Salinas actually buys lumber, but I could do passengers from here back down to Gulfport. And it would probably make me a good chunk of change because that's a nice run. You could do passengers to here to there. Although this is a very busy section of track. Yeah, look, T6 is paused up waiting for a route. It's because T4's on the bridge. Oh, yeah, okay. Once T4 hits Temecula, T6 will be released. Wait for it. Go on, prove me right. There you go, see? That'll now get in there and it will head into the station. That's what I mean by very forgiving. If it's in a station, it doesn't exist. Which is cute, I guess. I mean, for those who like organising the complex, T2 got a problem. Yeah. Should I put a flipping repair depot at the other end? How damaged are you, T2? Give me your log... No, settings. What's your current condition? Yeah, you're not getting it here. I mean, my maintenance is set at 60. There we go. We're at 61. Bang it to 70. There you go. It's going to cost a little bit more to run it, but it will stop belly aching about being broken all the time. Yeah, good. Right, I'm going to do something complex. It's about an hour and a half later. I know, it doesn't feel like it. It feels like mere moments have passed. Oh, you go, oh, look at that bridge. Yeah. I'll walk you through that in a moment. But for now, we're looking at old T17 here, which is very much my salvation at the current time, because when you run your network in an asymmetric style, which is what I'm doing, where you're delivering odds and ends all over the place but not necessarily in the right order. Yeah, I know this is a bit wonky, isn't it? I know, I'll tell you about that as well in a moment. You end up with a surplus of goods in one place, which means that nothing can unload or reload and the whole thing just falls apart, which is not ideal. So old T17, all he's doing is he's bringing glass into Temecula. He doesn't take anything away, he's just bringing in glass. And why? Why? Is it because Temecula is short of glass? No, it always benefits from it. But the bigger problem, the glass comes out of Wichita Falls here, is that up until recently, we were full of glass. And we were full of coal, which meant that the trains coming in bringing those raw materials could neither load nor unload, so would end up stuffed in the station for ages. Have we got any in there at the moment? And this is one thing to watch out for if you decide to play it for yourself, is you'll have a little row of icons at the bottom telling you which trains are in there, waiting for the magic to happen. And of course, if they can neither load nor unload, then the magic can't unhappen. Now, you can skip the station, but that doesn't remove the bottleneck, which is Unfortunate, but it's a mess you get yourself into. There you go, you get a little icon like that one, but this one's working no problem at all. Everything's working no problem at all. I've got 5 million in the bank, and over the course of the last hour and a half, I could have made a heck of a lot more than that. But I decided to just let it go. Now, research-wise, I've done it. I've done all the research. All of it's finished. Yeah, there you go. That's all the research. Every last bit of it. You kind of go, well, look, there's one. Sure, SN_research_locomotive purchase cost. Doesn't thrill me, I'll be honest. And as for the rest of the tree here, oh yeah, there's the 10-wheeler. Lovely. Love a bit. There's a consolidation. Nice. And then you've got the episode 2 bipolar, and then the Peninsula GG1. And by that point, it really is a GG. Can I get to it by upgrading the department? Doubtful. I mean, no, because I'm already at max. So, no, is the answer to that. No, it's locked off. I was under the impression I was given the launch copy of the game, but evidently I'm given no, it's not quite launch. So just assume that the tech tree is populated with all kinds of really great things. All kinds. Now, what have I spent my time on? And I've got a little watch. I've got a little watch out for you there as well. I rebuilt this junction, and it now works absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. I've got passenger trains running using Americans. That's the 044 American, obviously. And is that one? Yeah, there you go. The 440. Yeah. I've got the Schenectady version as well, which is faster. Now, this one's actually hauling freight, which is a total waste because it's not a freight engine. But never mind. Yeah, Schenectady. Yeah, whatever. It's a silly name. Yes, it is. Is this one? No, that's more freight going places with things. Anyway, in order to avoid it being a complete horror story, I built this bridge over the top of here. The first one went in just lovely. Absolutely beautiful piece of work, the first bridge. The second one, it would snap to it, but then wouldn't let me place it. So I ended up wonking one in just to make it work, which is why it looks a little bit bleh. But it, functionally fine. Functionally fine. Similarly, this bridge over here, I double tracked it. Yeah, which it didn't take kindly to, but this embankment that it's built instead was dead cheap. So I'm not bitter. No, not even slightly. As far as the whole network goes, we built all the way up here to Mesa, which has grown quite nicely. I built them a church, which adds 50 extra population, whatever that means, every time it completes a circle. Lovely. Yeah, it's a corporately owned church. Oh, how we are forecasting the currency of the future. Indeed. But this is just hauling. No, it's doing passengers and coal. I'm bringing coal in for funsies. No, you're not. You're bringing lumber in for funsies. I'm bringing lumber in for funsies from Erie just because it was there. I should really take it out to Salinas, but I don't really. I mean, I could have covered the entire map, but I decided not to. Got a cheeky tunnel going on here. Now, double tracking through a cheeky tunnel, pretty expensive. Oh, yeah. Shawnee has never been busier. I'm taking coal to all manner of places. It'd be nice if this coal mine were to upgrade, but in order to do that, I would first have to buy it, which I'm more than willing to do. But as mentioned before, the last time I bought one, it stopped working entirely, and I couldn't find a button to turn it back on again, and it wasn't for a lack of looking. So let's assume that, like the tech tree, will be there in the final effigy. Yeah. So there you go. That's your lot. That's this is the Railroad Corporation. Gilport, how's that coming up? Oh, it's building up. This is my headquarters. Is it maxed? Oh no, not quite. Hang on, let's build some more. There you go. Kaboom. Yep. And again. No, that's it. That's your lot. Great. What does that allow me to do? Just hire more staff. Groovy. One imagines that playing against the AI or maybe multiplayer with your chums could be quite good fun. There are certainly mechanics alluded to. I will even show you. I'll show you. If I built a, just for the sake of demonstration, by the land, right, I bought industry land. Yeah. And then on top of that, we'll build a... No, we don't want a flour mill. It doesn't matter. All right, we'll build a bread factory. Okay? Right, one-size bread factory on there. And then once you've got your bread factory, you can set your trade rules. And whether it's going to use local resources, whether you're going to buy them that are imported, how you interact with warehouses, all of that kind of business. And you go, oh yeah. See, here's my bread factory, and I want to buy from storage with lowest price, transfer to from the thing, and that, right? Because I'm actually bringing flour in, but I very strongly doubt that we're going to get. See, this bakery here is supposedly using flour as well, and yet. It's not. Why would you have a bread factory and a bakery? That increases demand for flour. It doesn't work anyway. Yeah, or if it does, it's not very well communicated. But it could be really cool because in a multiplayer environment, or in a versus AI environment, you could end up trading with other people and making your money simply by having a great trading city rather than anything else. I don't know. I'm guessing. I've been Colonel Failure. Thanks very much for watching this. If you enjoyed this haphazard demo of the game, tune into the channel by hitting the old subscribe button, and then, yeah, and I said that in capitals, and then this is the kind of nonsense I get up to. So if you like this kind of nonsense, it might be the kind of nonsense I do in the future that I get up to. Good times for all involved, I reckon. Good. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. So over here, you've got Railroad Tycoon, the classic, the Sid Meier, right? And that branches off over the course of time, and you get the likes of Transport Tycoon, right? And then you're the industry giants of this world. And then the Railroad Tycoon kind of through line, right? Through line. Now, in the modern era, the last 5, 6, 10 years, right? You've had OpenTTD carrying on the grand tradition of butt ugly UI and graphics, but all that gameplay. You've then had the likes of Railway Empire and Railroad Corporation, who are trying to do Railroad Tycoon. That's their goal. They're trying to do a modern take on Railroad Tycoon. Sid Meier's Railroads, pretty sure it was. That was a modern take, and it was good, apart from the AI building bridges that did stupid, which just was a total turn-off. So which is better then, Empire or Corporation? Tricky. We exclude Fever, obviously, Transport Fever, because that's come out the TTD side of things. And Fever, I will come to in a moment. Empire or Corporation? I played both. Yeah. Which do you prefer? Well, to me, Corporation, I enjoyed Corporation more than Empire on the first iteration. But Empire is very much the more polished experience. Very much more polished. It's clearly had more money, more devs thrown at it to get the result. And it's a good game. There's no two ways about it. And it's pretty. Very pretty. Which is, that's worth the price of admission alone for some people. My issue with it is it's not as pretty as Fever. No. Graphically, yes. Empire is prettier than Fever, but it doesn't let you stand by the side of the track and just watch trains go past. Doesn't let you ride on the vehicle of a bus and do aeroplanes and the rest of it. I think that while on a pure pixel to pixel basis, Empire is prettier than Fever. Fever delivers the spectacle way better. Corporation doesn't give a toss about the spectacle, and you go, oh, but I want to see my trains doing stuff, and over to the side there, you'll see some trains doing stuff occasionally when they go past, but that's like the best angle I can get, and I couldn't find a button that would disable the HUD. So you've got a flipping great, ugly, flat T5 sat over the top of it, just gawping at you and going, and that blows it for me. So you take that away. What's it like as a game? It's good. It's fine. No, it's all right. It's good. It's fine. It could be great. I just don't know whether the buying up the industries in town and working that way, I don't know if playing multiplayer, you'll have the opportunity to play it collaboratively. I don't know if the AI are going to lay terrible track all over the place and cheat, which is what they tend to do in these games. The unknowns are why I can't give you a solid ooh or it's definitely not a I enjoyed it. I've got 4.5 hours on the clock, right? And I played an hour just to get familiar with the interface and how things worked, and then I did an initial kind of half an hour, which you saw just now, and then I left it an hour and a half to monkey about a bit and do a little bit more, but leave it running and finish the research tree and all that kind of stuff. And there you go, 4.5 hours. It could be great. It mightn't be. I don't know. But the key thing that, all right, okay, here's a positive. Here's a very good positive for you. The tracklaying's very good. The way signalling works, yeah, that works fine. One word of warning on the tracklaying: if you change up your tracks, so say you want to go from a single track and you kind of go, right, I'm now ready to spend the money and turn this into double track, it will probably screw up your trains a lot. You're going to need to delete a lot more track than you thought. You're probably going to need to delete signals and then replace them again in order for the trains to go, oh, I see what you're trying to do here. It's not a big hassle, but sometimes trains will get confused, and they're not communicative at telling you they've been confused either. They do it a little bit, but the first time you notice tends to be when you scroll out a bit and you kind of go, why are you just sat there? You've got clear track ahead of you. And you go in and it kind of goes, waiting. And you go, for what? Goddo? Come on, just flipping trot on, son. So yeah, a bit of jiggery pokery on that front. But is it coming out? Is it early access? Store page. Is it going to be early access? Yes, it is. It's going to be early access. Oh, okay. Well, then it might get great and it might go in the right direction. I commend it for what it's trying to do. Is it the be-all and end-all? I don't think it slammed that dunk, but if you like this kind of thing, you'll probably like this kind of thing. And if it evolves in the right direction, it might be great. I just remember enjoying the first game a lot more. In fact, the first game felt a lot more polished than this one, and I got that at launch as well. But it's early access. Oh, well, it's early access. I've got things to say about early access, but I'm not going to say them now.